Okay, so let's talk about the equities market. We had a very big jump yesterday. The rest of the world, or major markets around the world, were in a negative territory on Monday. The Nigerian stock market sidestepped that global rout. We finished 1.38% in the positive territory. We got a psychological 27,000 composite index reading back. We were more solid at the naira value for the total market on the equity side. In terms of volume, we're about double up our daily volume average, 520.4 million, and more than 5,000 transactions in a single day. That's quite a solid gain for the first Monday in the current week. Then, of course, the banking sector gave us almost 4% of that gain, and that's quite very decent. Nice figures on Monday for the Nigerian stock market. So let me ask Rotimi Fakaijo, a market analyst, to give us a sense of some of the news that are on the market street right now. How do we treat this? Rotimi, good morning, welcome. Let's hit the ground running. Let's start with the banks. That was a very big jump yesterday, nearly 4%. What do we tie this to, really, in your opinion?
There were notices from some of the banks, some of the major banks yesterday, that they were going to hold their board meeting, which is always a prelude to the presentation of their financial year-end results to the CBN for approval. Now, barring any unforeseen delay from CBN, Central Bank of Nigeria, the likelihood is that the results will be out at about first week in March. And that is a big one for the market. Knowing fully well that the dividend yield expected for some of the major banks are going to be very, very substantial. And I think, and compared to the rate that we have in the money market. So a lot of investors have actually pushing back into the market to take position in anticipation of this bumper harvest in terms of dividend yield that will be coming into the market through some major banking sector stocks. So that is why we are seeing the turnaround in the market, and that big driver yesterday in the OSHA index, in the number of deals done, and also in the volume and value that was transacted at the end of the trading session.
UBA shares also went up yesterday, the first trading day. The bank made some big announcements in terms of its UBA Pan-African operations, brought in a new CEO. Victor Sadolo is retiring. You think investors are positive on some of this news?
Yes, because I think maybe looking at the background of the incoming and also being a veteran in the bank, I believe strongly that the values are going to be upheld, and also the kind of mileage they've been having over the years is not going to recede at all. So we believe that is a period of continuity for the bank in the African continent, and also that this will add a lot of value to the bank. And we believe that most of the banks may be doing much better dividend than they did in the previous year. So this is all coming at the same time, and with a lot of hope and expectation.
Let us spend the final 1 minute, Rotimi, on Notori. The earnings that came in just around the New Year, Christmas, New Year, wasn't so good. But this chemical industries company making this announcement, informing the market, 13.3 billion naira from Afrexim Bank going into turnaround and maintenance of its facility. Do you think investors can key into this corporate news?
Yes, I believe it's a good one, because if they are upgrading their capacity and it's going to be on production to production without a major shutdown of their facility, then I believe it's a good one, because they are moving from about 67% to about 95% capacity utilization, optimization. And I think that is coming very strongly. And the kind of maybe idleness in certain areas of their operations that we've seen in the past, which have affected their financials, I think those ones are going to come to an end, and we're going to see a better Notori coming forward. It's not really been very active in terms of trading. I believe that this news may ginger some people to begin to take a closer look at the stock, and also maybe more activities, and also at the end of the day, more profit coming from the company.
Great news. Thank you very much for drilling down some of this for us this Tuesday morning, these early hours of trading. Rotimi, you need to get busy. Thank you so much. We appreciate that, a market analyst.